With the sun beating down and people going to the beaches, I bet you are shuffling for some of your fragrance bottles and trying to pick up those blue fragrances, the fresh ones, citrusy, oceanic fragrances to deal with such a heat. This is Nader, and today we will be taking a look at top 10 summer fragrances plus one honorable mention. So stay tuned. I would like to keep it short and sweet, so let's start with an honorable mention. I think this is a very unique take on freshness, and I couldn't find a perfect spot to keep this one on top 10 list, so it's an honorable mention. This is You or Someone Like You. It starts off with a strong green burst that calms down within 3 to 4 minutes and gradually softens into realistic fresh mint, accompanied with fresh cut green grass straight from the earth. And you can smell the realistic mint and nose throughout its journey of the fragrance. Although the mint slowly fades down in the dry down, but it's very refreshing under the sun. The opening of lime and mint feels so fresh and cozy. A green floral soapy fragrance. You or Someone Like You. So let's come down to our top 10 actuals now. The 10th one on the list is everyone's favorite, a timeless, all-time classic fragrance. It's a fresh blue fragrance, hence more suitable for summer. Right from the moment you spray, you feel absolutely luxurious, perfectly balanced, strong, and versatile. This is an important fragrance for fragrance community. Bleu de Chanel version, this is EDT. I have both EDT and EDP version. However, I prefer EDT version over EDP version, as EDT version emits more freshness in my opinion. Having said that, you won't go wrong with either. EDT and EDP are both absolutely magnificent. You can't go wrong with either. So this was Bleu de Chanel from the house of Chanel. Now comes number 9, Sultan Vetiver from the house of Nishane. We have Sultan Vetiver from the niche house of Nishane. You can't let go of vetiver in summer season. This is one of the best vetivers out there. The opening might be a bit harsh for newbies, but the dry down gets gorgeous vetiver hugged by jasmine and leather. A very well blended fragrance, quality second to none. It is very nice to be worn in daytime under tropical heat. You need to have vetiver in summers. There is no exception. Vetivers are needed. Sultan Vetiver from the house of Nishane. At number 9, we have Megamare from the house of Otto Parisi. This fragrance is undeniably potent. This is simply just a very marine ambroxan based fragrance. This is not an aquatic beast, but it radiates oceanic fragrance somehow. It's not overly musky as well. The aquatic notes are sitting in the background, or you can say the oceanic notes are sitting in the background. It has freshness, but also has some sort of darkness to it. but in a very, very pleasant way. It's it's ozonic and salty. Don't hesitate from overspraying it. Nothing offensive about it. It's meant for both men and women, so women can also rock it as well. This was Megamare from the house of Otto Parisi. Now comes number 7, Bleecker Street from the house of Pond number 9. So if you do not look at the notes at the beginning, it is a mix of cool freshness and sweet fruitiness in the beginning. On the dry down, the sweet notes really come out well. While this is a unisex scent, I kind of agree with it. Yeah, this is unisex scent. Very green, light, definitely more sprays needed, but the smell is amazing. It's inoffensive and very easy to wear. Although the performance isn't that fantastic, but pretty much acceptable, 6 to 8 hours easily. Very green, mossy. As the transition comes later into the picture, caramel comes out more and more, along with the freshness of jasmine and a very, very good freshie. This is, I really love this. Pond number 9, Bleecker Street. At number 6, this is Acqua di Gio Profondo from the house of Giorgio Armani for men. It dives you to the deep blue sea, beast of freshness. It smells like walking next to the ocean at night. I spray this at 11 a.m. before going to work, and I can still feel it by the time I leave from work at 8 p.m. In the evening. So no issues with longevity as other freshies have. The mineral notes it has does add a bit of freshness, and it performs fairly well. New take on timeless classic fragrance. This was Acqua di Gio Profondo from the house of Giorgio Armani. Now, time for top 5. This is Sauvage Dior. This is EDT version or the toilet version from the house of Christian Dior. Believe me, you won't go wrong with this one, provided you have specific batches. Conditions apply. Well, I don't care it's popular fragrance or it's very common, as it's one of the best freshies out there. I love Ambroxan. It has been done very well over here. Quality Ambroxan, though it's not a natural ingredient, it's done very well. Really fresh and uplifting fragrance, and performance is no slouch. This is an EDT version, as I told, and I have smelled EDP version as well, but I recognize that EDT version is more crisper than Eau de Parfum version. So I'm putting this EDT or the toilet at number 5, and EDT performs pretty well as well. It projects well. It projects well than EDP actually. This one is one of the best fragrances, popular fragrances out there. Maybe one of the best of all times, you know. This is a legendary scent, and it's not done by mistake. It is extremely enjoyable, fresh, with a spicy kick. The perfect male fragrance in my opinion. At number 4, we have Etruscan Water from the house of Francesca Bianchi. It starts with a huge citrusy notes, mostly tangerine and grapefruit, along with a prominent note of ambergris. The salty, musky scent combined with the citruses and the tartness of petite grain is really enjoyable in hot weather. Ambergris here is very prominent to my nose until the dry down, where it's overpowered by oak moss a bit, and in a good way. And oak moss, I love oak moss as well. This is a typical Italian fragrance with very authentic citrus notes. Gradually, those top notes ease up and allow the caraway and ambergris, vetiver and musk to come through. Both men and women can rock this fragrance. It has undoubtedly, undeniably got high quality ingredients, but it's slightly on a pricier side. However, in my opinion, it justifies the price. It is very unique fragrance. Francisca Bianchi, Etruscan Water. At number 3, we have Percival from the house of Perfumes de Marley. This one smells very good. It's like Sedley but significantly better. Lavender, bergamot, and nice florals have been done very well over here. Definitely a blue scent done quite right in my opinion. It is a freshy, it is versatile, and most importantly classy. It's perfect for a delightful lunch during summer or spring season, and it's also office friendly. While this one is on a pricier side, but investing in a fragrance with this kind of quality ingredients can be just as rewarding as a fine watch. Now comes number 2. This is 1861 Renaissance from the house of Serjoff. Now this scent is phenomenal. This is so unique in my opinion. It's a perfectly blended mojito that takes me to a posh bar in Mauritius looking at the ocean. Really refreshing and natural smelling. Yes, it's a nice fragrance, but it's very heavy on aromatic side. A really unique citrus, fresh and crisp fragrance. It opens up with one of the most beautiful citruses accord that I have ever encountered in my whole collection at least. This one is perfect for summer and hot seasons. Longevity is pretty good as well. Retail price is quite expensive, but we all know that there are good discounters available. So my opinion, if you don't have this one, do get it. This is 1861 Renaissance from the house of Serjoff. Now comes the topmost one, number 1. And now it's pretty clear you must be thinking the number 1 would be Green Irish Tweed or Aventus. But this one was love at first sniff. This is Nishane Hachiwat. It opens up with a splash of citrusy and woody notes and remains like that for a while. Compared to its brother Aventus, I chose this one over it as Aventus becomes a bit more smoky in the dry down, and this one remains fresh from start to the end. So the pineapple note is a kind of similar in both the Aventus and Hachiwat, but Aventus is much more complex. Hachiwat remains fresh from the beginning to the end. By far this is my favorite scent I own, and I wouldn't mind taking a couple of shots on my wrist. Awesome. You cannot go wrong with this. This smells incredible, and believe me, it lasts forever. Suitable for both men and women. I cannot recommend enough to get this one over Aventus. Yes, Aventus was and is a classic fragrance, but this one is on a next level. So that was it for summer countdown. I bet you won't go wrong with any of these. There might be few freshies missing on the list, like Dylan Blue or Light Blue Intense. However, I wanted to come up with some diversification. Both Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage were included, so Dylan Blue and Light Blue Intense were left out from the list. You or someone like you was very unique in the list, so I gave it as an honorable mention to it. So I hope you have liked these summer fragrances, and you will not go wrong with any of them. Trust me, every fragrance is a fantastic fragrance. And if you want to make any purchases, I have a code over here from the website. You can use it and get some discount. And if you found this video informational, try to subscribe and like it. Until we catch up with another review of another good fragrance, of a very, very good fragrance, take care. Bye-bye.